Morning. There is going to be a threat of severe storms today. It's also going to be a very windy day today, and we're starting out with temperatures right around 60 degrees, 60 in Rockville, 61 in Terre Haute, now 60 degrees in Newton. We're expecting temperatures to come up into the upper 60s going into the afternoon, and towards the mid-afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, that's when we're going to see a chance of severe storms developing across the region. So certainly a lot going on. We've got a powerful storm system that is now coming into the region, and along with that, we're going to be looking at multiple hazards going through the day today. We're going to start you out here with the futurecast, and so we've got a couple of things to point out on this. First of all, we see the instability, so there will be just enough instability to support severe storms. But another thing I want to point out is this very strong wind. So right in here, these are winds at about a mile up in the atmosphere. And those winds are going to be 60 miles per hour plus, which means that even if these storms are not incredibly tall, they can tap into that wind and give us some severe weather. So that is going to be a risk. And also because of that very strong low-level wind, what we call the low-level jet, there is going to be a tornado threat. Low-level wind is a very key ingredient when you're looking at a tornado threat. So as these storms come through, they certainly could be supercell storms, rotating storms that are capable of all hazards, including damaging wind, maybe a tornado, and also large hail. That is going to be from mid-afternoon through late afternoon and into the early evening as well. So just be aware of that. I don't think we're going to be looking at the same level of threat that we saw late last week, but there certainly is going to be a threat for severe storms. Then on the back side of that system, much colder, some snow showers going into tomorrow. Winds very gusty coming out of the south and then switching to the southwest behind that front. We find even more wind going into tomorrow morning, and then finally that wind begins to calm down by very late tomorrow. There is a red flag warning in effect for our westernmost counties there into parts of Illinois. So here's a look at your forecast for today, and we're talking about 66 degrees, a chance of scattered severe storms this afternoon. Very windy day today. Winds continue into tonight, much colder into tomorrow. 45 degrees for the high tomorrow. There's a look at your next 7 days. Things will calm down by the time we get into Friday and Saturday. Temperatures topping out in the upper 50s on Friday. Our next chance of rain coming in on Sunday, scattered storms, and then it looks like we're going to be seasonably cool going into the early part of next week with temperatures in the lower to middle 50s in the afternoon. We'll have more on your threat for today coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
Your local forecast, powered by the Weather Channel.